What if the life you're living right now isn't the one you were meant for? What if deep down you know you're capable of more freedom, more impact, more fulfillment, but something is holding you back? Tony Robbins once said that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your decisions. And one of the most powerful decisions you can ever make is this: to stop living by default and start living by design. Entrepreneurship isn't just about starting a business. It's about taking control. It's about refusing to settle. It's about creating a life where your time, your income, and your purpose align. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. Designing the life you want requires courage. It requires stepping into uncertainty. It requires becoming someone you've never been before. So the real question is, are you ready to take that step? Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to break down 5 powerful lessons that can help you design your life through entrepreneurship and transform not just what you do, but who you become. Lesson 1: Clarity is power. The architecture of a successful life begins not with bricks and mortar, but with the blueprints of the mind. Most people wander through their existence in a state of perpetual fog, mistaking movement for progress and busyness for achievement. This lack of direction is the primary thief of human potential. When you lack a definitive target, your energy is dissipated in 1,000 different directions, much like a light bulb that illuminates a room but cannot burn through a sheet of paper. However, when that same energy is focused into a single coherent beam, it becomes a laser capable of cutting through steel. Clarity is that laser. It is the fundamental prerequisite for any meaningful transformation, because you cannot hit a target that you haven't bothered to set up. Without a clear destination, you are at the mercy of the winds of circumstance, drifting toward a future you didn't choose. To achieve true clarity, one must engage in the rigorous work of self-definition across 3 primary pillars: the financial, the emotional, and the personal. Financially, it is not enough to say you want to be rich. Wealth is a relative term that provides no roadmap. You must define the exact number, the cost of your ideal lifestyle, the amount of passive income required for freedom, and the specific vehicles you will use to generate it. Emotionally, you must identify the states of being you wish to inhabit. Do you seek peace, excitement, or contribution? Without defining your emotional North Star, you might build a financial empire only to find yourself miserable within its walls. Personally, you must decide what kind of character you wish to embody. What are your non-negotiables? What do you want your daily routine to look like? This level of granularity transforms a dream into a reachable destination. Vague goals are the sanctuary of those who are afraid of failure. If you keep your ambitions fuzzy, you can never truly fail, because you never truly defined what winning looks like. But this safety is an illusion that leads to mediocre results. When you say, "I want to do better next year," your brain has no specific instruction to follow. However, when you declare, "I will acquire 5 new clients by June 30th through a specific outbound strategy," your subconscious begins to solve that specific problem. Clear vision creates focused action because it eliminates the paradox of choice. When you know exactly where you are going, every opportunity that comes your way can be measured against that goal. If it doesn't align, the answer is a quick and easy no. This radical simplification of your decision-making process is the secret weapon of the world's highest achievers. The process of gaining clarity is not a one-time event, but a continuous discipline of refinement. It requires stepping away from the noise of social media, the opinions of peers, and the expectations of society to ask yourself the hard questions. It involves writing down your vision, testing it against reality, and being willing to adjust the sails when new information arises. Clarity is not about having a perfect plan for the next 20 years, it is about having a perfect understanding of the next right step. As you move forward, the fog clears further, revealing the path ahead. This momentum is addictive. Once you taste the power of acting with total certainty, you will never want to return to the lukewarm waters of maybe. Remember, the universe rewards specificity. If you want a life of extraordinary impact, you must first have the courage to define exactly what that looks like. Lesson 2: Your mindset determines your reality. The world we experience is not an objective reality, but a subjective interpretation filtered through the lens of our beliefs. This mental map dictates how we perceive every event, opportunity, and setback. Before success manifests in the physical world through bank balances, business milestones, or healthy relationships, it must first be established as a non-negotiable fact within the mind. If your internal dialogue is rooted in scarcity, your external life will inevitably reflect that limitation. You will overlook opportunities because you aren't looking for them, and you will sabotage success because you don't believe you deserve it. Your mindset acts as a thermostat, regulating the level of achievement you allow yourself to reach. If the room gets too successful for your self-image, you will unconsciously find a way to turn down the heat. Consider the lens of entrepreneurship as a prime example of mindset in action. To one person, starting a business is an exercise in extreme risk, a terrifying gamble where the odds are stacked against them. This individual focuses on the statistics of failure, the potential for lost capital, and the judgment of their peers. Consequently, they hesitate, overanalyze, and eventually retreat into the perceived safety of a paycheck. To another person, that same business is a vehicle for unprecedented opportunity, a puzzle to be solved, and a path to ultimate freedom. They see the same risks, but they view them as the price of admission for a better life. This individual acts. The difference isn't in the external market conditions, it's in the internal software running their brain. Your beliefs determine your behavior, and your behavior determines your results. Training your mind to see possibilities instead of limitations is an active daily practice, not a passive realization. It requires a radical auditing of the information you consume and the people you surround yourself with. If you spend your time listening to critics and cynics, your mindset will inevitably grow calloused and defensive. Conversely, if you immerse yourself in the stories of those who have overcome impossible odds, your window of the possible begins to expand. You must learn to challenge your own fixed beliefs, those invisible scripts that tell you I'm not good with numbers or I'm not a natural leader. These are not facts, they are fossils of old experiences. By consciously choosing growth-oriented thoughts, you begin to rewire your neural pathways to seek out solutions where others see only dead ends. Ultimately, a winner's mindset is characterized by a sense of radical responsibility. It is the understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you have absolute control over the meaning you assign to those events. A setback can be viewed as a failure that proves you should quit, or it can be viewed as data that shows you how to improve. When you adopt the latter perspective, you become invincible. You no longer fear the unknown because you trust your ability to navigate it. Success becomes an internal state that you carry with you, regardless of external fluctuations. When your mind is convinced of your eventual victory, the external world has no choice but to eventually catch up. You aren't just reacting to reality, you are actively casting the mold into which your future will be poured. Lesson 3. Take massive imperfect action. The most dangerous trap an aspiring entrepreneur can fall into is the pursuit of perfect timing. We tell ourselves that we will start once we have more capital, once the kids are older, or once we have finished one more certification. In reality, perfect is a moving target that serves only as a sophisticated form of procrastination. The fastest way to stay stuck is to wait for the stars to align, because the universe does not reward the stationary, it rewards the bold. The most successful individuals understand that the bridge between a dream and a reality is built through motion. While others are still polishing their business plans and debating fonts, the winners have already launched, failed, and iterated. They recognize that speed is a competitive advantage that can overcome a lack of resources or experience. Action provides a level of clarity that thinking can never replicate. You can spend months researching a market from behind a computer screen, but you will learn more in 48 hours of actually trying to sell a product to a real human being. This is the essence of learning by doing. Every mistake made during imperfect action is a data point that guides your next move. If you wait until you have all the answers, you will never start, because the answers are only revealed through the process of engagement. Entrepreneurs win because they have a high tolerance for the messy middle. They are willing to look foolish in the short term to become wise in the long term. They understand that a flawed plan executed with intensity is infinitely better than a perfect plan that never leaves the drawer. The concept of massive action implies a level of output that goes beyond the ordinary. It means doing 10 times more than you think is necessary to get the result. If you need one client, don't make 5 calls, make 50. This volume of action creates its own gravity. It forces you to get better faster. When you move at a high velocity, you don't have time to dwell on small rejections or minor embarrassments. You are too focused on the next repetition. This aggressive approach to progress beats perfection every time because perfectionism is often just a mask for the fear of judgment. By committing to imperfection, you give yourself permission to be a beginner. You accept that your first version will be clunky, your first speech will be nervous, and your first product will have bugs. And that is exactly how it should be. The transition from a dreamer to a doer requires a fundamental shift in how you value your time. You must stop treating your ideas as precious artifacts and start treating them as hypotheses to be tested. The world is full of brilliant people who are broke because they spent their lives getting ready to live. Don't be one of them. Break your big goals down into the smallest possible actionable steps and execute the first one today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, today. Momentum is a powerful force that builds upon itself. Once you take that first imperfect step, the second becomes easier, and the third becomes inevitable. By the time the perfectionists are finally ready to start, you will already be miles ahead, having built a foundation on the hard-won lessons that only action can provide. Lesson 4. Build value, not just income. In a world obsessed with get-rich-quick schemes and passive income shortcuts, the fundamental law of economics is often forgotten. Money is simply a medium of exchange for value. If you want to increase your income, you must increase the value you provide to the marketplace. Chasing money directly is like chasing your own shadow. The faster you run toward it, the further it stays away. However, when you turn toward the sun, which in this metaphor is the act of solving problems and serving others, your shadow money has no choice but to follow you. Success is not something you pursue, it is something you attract by the person you become and the contribution you make. The most profitable businesses in history weren't started by people looking to make a quick buck, but by people looking to solve a significant pain point. The shift from an income-first mindset to a value-first mindset changes everything about how you operate. When you focus on income, you are constantly asking, how much can I get? This leads to transactional relationships, cutting corners, and short-term thinking. When you focus on value, you ask, how much can I give? This leads to innovation, trust, and long-term loyalty. The more problems you solve for more people, the more indispensable you become. Think of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. They didn't just build companies, they built solutions that changed how we communicate, travel, or work. Their wealth is a direct reflection of the scale of the problems they solved. If you find yourself struggling financially, the question isn't where is the money, but where is the value I am failing to provide. Serving others is the highest form of business strategy. When your primary motivation is to help your clients achieve their goals, solve their frustrations, or fulfill their desires, you create an emotional connection that transcends price. This is how you build a brand that lasts. People can sense your intent. They know when they are being sold and when they are being helped. By positioning yourself as a servant leader in your industry, you eliminate the need for high-pressure sales tactics. Your work speaks for itself, and your reputation becomes your most valuable asset. This doesn't mean you shouldn't charge what you are worth. On the contrary, the more value you provide, the more you must charge to sustain and scale your ability to serve. Income becomes the byproduct of a life lived in service to others. Building value also requires a commitment to excellence. You cannot provide high-level value with low-level skills. This means you must be a lifelong student, constantly upgrading your ability to deliver results. Whether you are an artist, a coder, a plumber, or a CEO, your goal should be to become so good that the world cannot ignore you. When you combine rare and valuable skills with a genuine desire to help, you create a monopoly of one. You no longer have to compete on price because you are providing something that no one else can. This is the path to true wealth, not just financial abundance, but the satisfaction of knowing that your existence has made the world a slightly better, more efficient, or more beautiful place. Focus on the impact and the income will take care of itself. Lesson 5. Resilience is the real superpower. The journey of entrepreneurship and personal mastery is rarely a straight line of upward progress. It is more often a jagged path filled with peaks of triumph and valleys of despair. Most people quit when they hit the first significant obstacle because they were sold a fantasy of easy success. They view rejection as a stop sign rather than a detour. However, those who reach the summit understand that resilience is the real superpower. It is the ability to maintain your enthusiasm in the face of repeated failure. Resilience isn't about never falling down, it's about how quickly you get back up and how much you learned while you were on the ground. In the long run, persistence is the great equalizer that allows the dedicated amateur to eventually outperform the talented quitter. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, it is a part of the process. Every no you receive brings you one step closer to the yes that will change everything. If you are not being rejected, you are likely playing too small and staying within your comfort zone. The most successful people in the world have folders full of rejection letters and histories littered with failed projects. The difference is that they didn't let those moments define them. They understood that uncertainty is the environment in which growth happens. When you face a setback, you have a choice. You can use it as an excuse to retreat, or you can use it as fuel to propel you forward. Resilience is the mental toughness that allows you to stay in the game long enough for the law of averages to work in your favor. Uncertainty is the natural state of any ambitious endeavor. There will be days when the path forward is completely obscured, when the bank account is low, and when your own family and friends doubt your vision. This is the dark night of the soul that every winner must navigate. During these times, resilience is what keeps you tethered to your why. If your reasons for pursuing your goals are superficial, you will fold under the pressure. But if your mission is rooted in a deep sense of purpose, you will find a reservoir of strength you didn't know you possessed. You must develop the ability to talk to yourself rather than listen to yourself. When your feelings tell you to quit because it's hard, your resilience must remind you that hard is where the competition disappears. Ultimately, what separates the winners from the rest of the world is a refusal to quit. You cannot beat someone who won't stop coming at you. Every time you survive a crisis, you build adversity quotient, a mental muscle that makes you stronger for the next challenge. You begin to realize that setbacks are not tragedies, they are tests of your commitment. When you decide that failure is not an option, and that you will eventually find a way or make one, you shift the odds of success to 100%. It may take longer than you planned, and it will certainly be more difficult than you imagined, but the destination is guaranteed to those who stay on the path. Resilience is the final ingredient that turns a dream into a legacy. When the dust settles, the person standing is the one who simply refused to sit down. Designing the life you want through entrepreneurship is not a dream, it's a decision. It's the moment you stop accepting what life gives you and start creating what life could be. The journey won't be easy. There will be doubts, fears, and moments where quitting feels easier than continuing. But remember this, every successful entrepreneur you admire once stood exactly where you are now, uncertain, afraid, but willing to try. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. Start small, start messy, start scared, but start. Because with every step you take, you build momentum, and with momentum comes confidence, and with confidence comes transformation. The life you want isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's available to anyone willing to take responsibility, embrace growth, and commit to the process. So ask yourself today, what kind of life do I truly want? And more importantly, what am I willing to do to create it? Your future is not something you wait for. It's something you design.